Aries, welcome to your mid-September reading. Today I'm going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. We're going to start out first with the Queen of the Sun and Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's see what is going on for you all. Thank you for tuning in. It's a pleasure to sit here with you today. Let's get started. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aries. All right, let's see, Aries, what's happening for you all? How was your 9-9 portal? I read that it was the culmination of the previous 9 years, ending a cycle from 2016. Now we're planting seeds of intention until 2034. There won't be another one, a 999, because this is a 9-year. So wrapping up a tremendous cycle of growth. I think there's a lot of new beginnings, a lot of manifestation energy in the air between eclipses. So in this beautiful void in between the lunar and the solar eclipses. All right. Yes, tremendous growth. It's an accomplishment. Look at that. Yeah. Aries, this is a beautiful card of, I see this card as the field of plenty, that you are growing, have grown, will continue to grow, but now it's a worldwide movement. This is, as you can see, this is the growth that can change the world. I'm getting that. And now that you carry that growth, let that shine brightly in your being. I mean, in light of recent events, I'm being reminded that it is time for us to really focus less on division and separation. And I'm reading on 9/11 of all days too. And in light of recent events in the States, I think this is a call for us to honor our own wisdom, our own growth. And wisdom does demand rising above polarization, rising above separation. So I feel that, Aries, you have a responsibility as the leaders of the zodiac to be an example, to be a role model of this actual essence of this energy. It is. It's like allow your own growth mindset to affect and almost ripple out into all of your interactions, all of your connections for the rest of the month. All right. And it is a major accomplishment where you find yourself on your own soul's journey at this time around your own growth. I love this. What else? And it's going to keep rippling out for the rest of the month. So reach for the light within always, okay? It does make a difference. It does. Yeah. Another thing here. She's cradling her most vulnerable parts of herself, her womb, or her abdomen area. This is where we hold everything, right? Our shame, our grit, our grace. And there's something about you being lovingly held in this Genesis. This is reaching for the wonderment in our lives and holding on to our faith that no matter what we may encounter, I don't want to get too existential on everyone, although I tend to do this. Whatever's going on in your personal life, I think what it teaches us is to be more self-aware, to deepen, right, in our own personal growth. And I see here, Aries, that this month you're going to have examples of that, reflections of that as you keep moving forward, that you are going through a tremendous process of expansion, of enlightenment, of soul-led awakenings. And it's your faith that always sees you through, right? It's always about our faith in the whole, right? Not just the division into separate parts. I think you have a very beautiful perspective of your life at this time, or if not, it's there for you to reach for it. Let's go into the tarot. I don't even know what spread I'm using. Let's just see. You're starting out. Sometimes I love just being organic with the flow. I wasn't sure if I would even read for you today. I will say I've been listening to the audio version book of All the Way to the River by Elizabeth Gilbert. And I remember when she came out with Eat, Pray, Love. And it just feels like she's really good at putting her thumb on the pulse of what we need to heal, because she's talking a lot about love and sex addiction and the desire for other, right? To focus more on other people, focus more on healing others. And that's beautiful if you do it in your work life. But to hold that frequency of being more concerned for the welfare of other people to the extent where you lose yourself, you've learned the lesson there, Aries, where you're focused more on what you need. And I see it's a major accomplishment. A lot of you have been breaking patterns. This is generational, especially coming into this post 9/9 portal. Think of how much you've changed since 2016. Like, really. It's awe-inspiring. Like the version of you, the 2016 version of you is looking at the 2025 version of you like, what? You did what? You learned what? Right? You operate like what? I'm just getting a what? So be proud of yourself. I kind of want to get your current crossing. So let's just see what's going on. Where is your current energy? Let's see. Current. Oh, 9 of Wands. Looking at your wounds and healing. I love it. You know what, Aries? You restore my faith in humanity, because there's just something, this fighting spirit, right? Aries, you will have the most grit. And I think that your journey from grit to grace is the most eloquent, the most awe-inspiring. This is from grit to grace. 9 of Wands to the 4 Swords. Take a rest. Some of you have been really going through your paces in push, 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 push. This is a time too, during Virgo season, to ground, to rest, to restore your energy. Some of us have been feeling very fatigued, a lot of highs and lows through this eclipse portal. If you feel tired, take a break. If you feel rejuvenated, get outside. Let nature really speak to you, because these are very strong natural world cards, leaning into the divine feminine energy. I like this. Current crossing, right on point. Growth mindset, Aries. Healing the wounds. Okay. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. Some of you are dealing with a water sign, King of Cups, or you are trying to take the higher road, take the higher path, right? This is when you don't need to over-explain. You just know what's best for you. And right now it looks like you need a timeout, and you need to be focusing more on yourself, your own lane, your own path, your own journey, your own healing. There's a lot that was revealed by this eclipse portal, okay? And post-eclipse, you may be feeling tired. There's this aspect of giving and being open, but also receiving as well, being open to receiving. Let's look at the overall general energy for the rest of the month. And then I will look at your opportunity and challenge. King of Wands. Ooh, you're going to be, if you've been feeling run down, just sluggish, because whenever we see these upper octaves of fire, it means your fire energy needs to be restored. It needs a minute to catch up with everything that's been unfolding in your life. Okay. From the 9 to the 10, you're also at the end of that long journey where you were looking maybe at reprogramming some subconscious beliefs. Some core beliefs are shifting around your reality, around what you needed to no longer put up with. All right. When I see the 9 to the 10, it's like, all right, I need to change the way I even myself talk, or in the way I'm looking at a situation, or the way I'm approaching my routine or my life. And I see a powerful energy coming in. There is something that you are stressed out about and defending yourself regarding. I'm not sure. You're showing me all this growth, right? And that you have a lot of faith to see it through. But you're also showing me that you're worn out by something. And this worn out something is requiring you, it's been revealed. Whatever it is, I feel like you already know the truth of a situation. Maybe something came to light recently and you're like, You could be giving to something that you're not certain about. It could be, I'm seeing this is you as the King of Wands. This is your fire energy. You are a fire sign. I see all of this, like, it's almost like you're putting out fires, right? You're getting tired. And there's something that you keep having to defend yourself regarding. It could be around a person and the way that you get anxious about them. Let me look at the opportunity here. Because I feel like and maybe it could be you kind of, it's like, is someone just like jab, jab, run away, jab, jab, run away? There's something about you and a trigger. It could be anybody in your life, but I think that you're trying to get a handle on how it impacts you. And this is what you're working on overcoming, some sort of pattern. All right, let's see. I want to look at the opportunity. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, this is a manifestation. And then your challenge is the Hermit. Okay, there's something about you really going deep within into your own sense of mysticism, your own sense of empowerment. I mean, the Hermit is when we need to rest, kind of take some time, more time on our own, doing a lot of self-care, self-nurturing. I feel like the rest of the month, don't overdo it. This could be just how you're approaching your work, and it's just you're getting exhausted by the pace. All right. This could be just giving so much to your career for some of you. And some of you are making a big decision about whether you want to keep putting your energy toward some part of your life, whether it's a relationship or a career endeavor or a personal project. There's something that you're like, growth is at hand here, and it's a major accomplishment. I feel like you're applying yourself, but where you need to be putting your energy, especially the rest of the month, is on you and going within. It's like you have this ability now to see your path in a different way. That's what the Hermit brings. It's shining a light into the darkness. Something was revealed with this moon about whether you started to question whether you want to continue to give to something or not. Let's get a perspective here on the energy. Allowance and connection. Okay, let's read these. Allowance and connection. Number 9 into the 14, which is 5. So this is about all the changes that have come in as you close out a major cycle. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So yeah, it's almost like dropping any kind of restriction, opinion, fear, judgment, this is basically living in a state of surrender. So we can deepen in connection. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So you are deeply connecting. There's something, it's almost like one thing is really coming toward you in this beautiful, open, and receptive energy, while another thing is like you don't want to do it anymore, right? Whether it's responding the same way to a certain person in your life or a career that you just want to pull back from, but it stresses you out, whether it's a person, place, or thing, it stresses you out to pull away from it for some reason. It kicks in fear. So Spirit is definitely saying when it comes to you connecting with whatever this is, that you need to practice being more in a state of surrender. And maybe that's what you've been learning on the path as of late. All right, let me get another oracle message here as we interject before we go into the opportunity and challenge. I want to get some more oracle messages by way of animal spirit guides. What animal spirit guides want to come forward for the rest of the month for you, Aries? Yeah, I feel like what you don't see coming is you're at the end of something that Spirit is saying, it's time to let go. It's time to open yourself up to receiving more. This is the universe being generous with you. It's almost like hidden money, hidden opportunities coming in. And now it's almost like when you drop limiting beliefs and you're like, wow, I'm seeing a manifestation that it's been under wraps. And now, but for some reason, the way you're approaching it is in the energies, it's like there's a challenge it's almost like when we get tested and it's the final test of like, are you really ready to drop this? Ace of Wands, the white tiger, and the 7 of water, 7 of cups. Oh, because you're having to make some major choices. There's more than one option on the table here of how to either deal with a person or I have to make a choice. Okay. But You need to go towards what lights you up, what makes you feel the most inspired, the most passionate. You have the white tiger and you have Maine Coon kittens. So you have a very strong feline energy coming forward here, which is about your perseverance, your resiliency, your courage, your determination, your strength. A wonderful new opportunity presents itself. It may have come as a surprise, but you'll still want to leap into action and passionately pursue every possibility. And then we have the Maine Coon kitten. It's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. Sorry, I had a hard time swallowing. I think something is scaring you. I just had that fear, knee-jerk fear. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. All right, you got to make a choice about going in a new direction. Some of you, it's a career. Some of you, it's the end of a connection. And it's not going to serve you to overthink it. This is like the time to really trust in what feels best, okay? But don't keep procrastinating around giving to something. This has to do with your belief system and you saying it's hard. It's hard to change. It's hard to let go. It's hard to step into this. I feel like you're going through a huge opening of time of expansion. But sometimes when we get tested to expand, we have to, I see it as like upgrading in your, I used this analogy a while back around if you think of yourself as a plant and you're being repotted into a new container. It's like it takes a while to adjust to the new container, right? To the new way of being, the new way of operating, the new life. And but you require different nutrients, right? When you expand a plant, you have to give it what it needs to, and also it's a little stressful, right? There's a little trauma in letting go of an old container and adopting a new one and getting used to it. So I feel like you've gone through such a tremendous process of growth and you've kept the faith. But now as you've gone through this really big leap, this quantum leap in your growth, you don't need to stress out about your boundaries or being too much or not enough, okay? I feel like some of you, those are some core beliefs, limiting beliefs you're trying to change. As you move into a new direction, you make a choice to actually put energy towards a new project, a new idea, a new relationship. There's something new unfolding for you. And Spirit said, when it comes to your connection with whatever this is, just be in a state of allowance, okay? You don't have to figure everything out. Trust yourself as you go. And that's that Hermit energy. That's the challenge. Let's now clarify the Page of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. I feel, though, a very happy vibe overall. I feel like despite maybe I feel like Spirit is basically saying don't deplete your fire on any unnecessary thinking or overworking yourself to death or over-efforting in a relationship, over-giving in a relationship, or over-efforting around your manifestation. Right, because Page of Pentacles is making plans, moving forward. This is a manifestation. Feels like it's coming from, there it is, another Page of Pentacles. It's about your growth. As you can see, you might have been waiting so long, holding this pentacle, that roots are now growing into the ground. It's like time to flesh out an idea, time to move forward with something new. This is your creative fire. Page of Pentacles. I feel like you have a new project that you want to move towards. Ooh, and it requires an ending. Ten of Swords. Some of you, this is a relationship where it's like when you wake up one day. I actually heard this with Elizabeth Gilbert's book this morning, and I thought, wow, blackout codependency, where you become so codependent that you actually forget parts of your life, parts of your norm, right? You almost lose your sense of self. Some of you may have been breaking this kind of pattern, right? Of spending too much time worrying about, stressing about, fluffing, right? Other relationships in your life and almost neglecting self. Because Hermit energy is very much time out on your own, really going to your own inner being within and deepening on that. So I have, it's the end of something here and the birth of a new idea. You have an Ace of Swords with the 2 Page of Pentacles. That's the 2 of Pentacles. You have a choice to really almost put, maybe some of you, something that started maybe 9, 10 years ago, you're like, this isn't serving me anymore. Look, some of you, it's a limiting belief. Some of you, it's a relationship. Some of you, it's a career path. And you're like, it served me for a while, but now it's giving me anxiety. You know, I don't really feel good doing it. It's depleting my fire. And we don't ever want to entertain things in our lives that deplete too much of our inner spiritual resources. We want to feel enriched, enlivened by the choices we make and by what we actually invest in. So I see you manifesting a beginning of something new in your air energy, but it's requiring something to die in your air energy at the same time. Like I said, this could literally be the death of your previous container, your previous identity, and the birth of a new identity in a new container, and being like, this is a little uncomfortable. I'm not used to this container. I'm not used to this way of operating, because you've been healing a lot of wounds. Okay? We have 2 aces here, so I love this. Let's keep going. Your ships are coming in, Aries. 3 of Wands. This is stay positive on the path. It's a major accomplishment, the way you've been growing. Away from separation and division and polarity and duality to unity, universal love, higher consciousness, the Hermit, spiritual awakening. I love it. Look at that. There is something coming together big time in your life, Aries. It just saved the best for last. It's almost like when wishes come true and you're like, I don't know, it's just one day away from ruin. This is when we can't trust what we've called in when it comes in, because it feels too good to be true. We have in your challenge, okay, is the Hermit, right? And we have the 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. This is something coming together beautifully. Why is this a challenge for you? Are you not used to something coming together beautifully for you? I mean, you've done the work. Now it's time to celebrate the work and enjoy it. There's almost a part of you that's almost hesitating, like, should I really trust? Could I trust this? Like, should I really go towards this? There's help coming in. 3 of Cups. These are your friends. It's your social networking. It's abundance with the 10 of Pentacles. It's long term. This is the new era. Okay, think of you're at the starting gate right now from 2025, 999, right? 9/9/2025 to 9/9/2034. This is the challenge for you now. We're talking about deepening in your intuition, the Hermit, the High Priestess, being married to your spiritual gifts, using them in all that you do, being in unity consciousness, 3 of Cups with your connections, and also being on an abundant timeline. Aries, you can do this. It's almost like hard to believe because you've been wounded in the past. You've been on a deep, deep path of healing. And now it's like, you know, I mean, we have it again. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. Okay, Aries, I feel like that's more your advice. Spirit's like, keep putting yourself into your own higher consciousness. We have a very Aquarian mindset. You got to think like an air sign, which is hold the vision of the reality you want to embody and the reality that's in front of you. I mean, this is deep, deep growth, deep alignment in your own soul-led path. And it's full of abundance and joy and happiness and celebration. But it's a challenge for you. I think you're used to hardship. You're used to struggle. And I think you need to start getting used to this growth and the faith that saw you through it all. It's no longer time for us to be in division, people, to be in polarity. This is major, major growth, Aries. All right, major growth. Let's get some advice. And then I'm going to get a universal love oracle message for you. Great reading today. Feels like it's just pouring right through. So go in this passionate new direction. All right, I see your fire coming back aligned again. If you got depleted on the path, it's almost like day by day, little by little, you're going to start feeling better. Some of you, your health suffered. You know, you went through maybe nervous system fallout. This could be you rebuilding yourself, body, mind, and spirit after going through a challenging time in your life, whether it was in your career or in a relationship or just overall after something that happened. It's almost like be ready to receive. Yeah, a lot of you have an ending and a brand new beginning. There's some sort of karmic justice here. You've put the time and energy into yourself. It's like you've been clear. This is big. These mid-September readings are going to be big as far as clearing out karma. Everyone coming to this channel, you all have been here on a specific assignment. A lot of you as black sheep in the family, people who were maybe outliers, outsiders, people who maybe were just a little bit weird, right? A little different, in the family. And you came here to be different, to take on the mantle of some of this evolutionary leap we talk about in the soul's journey. And a lot of you are looking at what really needs to end. It's like you've definitely risen above some of the karma that you wanted to pour through. This is when you look back on the path in the previous cycle and you say, I did it by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I got a few wounds to show for, a few scars, but, it's worth the ride, right? It's worth the risk. I feel like you're opening up into a brand new beginning in your life that's full of so much more than you've ever encountered before, as far as happiness, abundance, and joy, because of the growth that you've done. And now it's time to actually embody that new pot you're in and let go of the old you, Aries, that maybe you used to operate out of fear, insecurity, doubt, worry, shame. Like, be 100% you. All right? This is a new inspiration, right? This is new growth. Keep going towards your own growth. And whatever needs to end, there's something around letting maybe some karmic contracts, karmic relationships end. We are in a time where there's a big switcheroo, where we are no longer aligning with people for some of them are short-lived contracts, some of them are long-term contracts, but whatever you've had to release or let shed or fall away from your path, it's served a higher purpose for you because you've been elevating. Everyone who is on the spiritual path, we are doing the work to hold the light, all right? Because there is a lot of darkness in our world. Case in point with everything that has been going on lately in the world, right? As more violence kicks up, as there's more division and hatred being spewed between people, we're the ones that say, you know what? I'm not going to perpetuate that. That is a lie. That is false. We are all united in one brotherhood, in one sisterhood. We all come from the same source. So I think that this is your karmic lineage to actually, all the energy you put into your own growth, your own wisdom, your own divine, I can't, this hermit. I couldn't get the hermit up. It's like maybe it's hard to get back up again when we've been wounded, right? Ten of Swords can sometimes be getting over betrayal wounds where your caregivers, an ex, people that you really trusted, right? With your vulnerability, the tenderness inside of you who betrayed your trust. You can blame them or you can accept that it was a part of your growth and you can actually make peace with it and forgive. And I feel like that's the path between now and 2034. It's forgiving the previous 9 years because it got you to this point of growth. And it serves a higher purpose. Let's get a universal love card. Let's get a universal love card. Oh, they want me to pull this one. What is this one? The Hangman. This Piscean eclipse. Whatever has been eclipsed out of your life, it is the old you, Aries. All right? Be patient with this process. All right? Metamorphosis takes time. Butterfly, takes time. If you've been cocooning or need to cocoon, give yourself grace, okay? You're definitely shedding old skin here. And I think that this is the path of enlightenment. A lot of you, it's like, I did it. I'm not sourcing out external validation, right? I'm not blacking out in codependency. I'm actually taking care of myself. I'm honoring me. And if some people don't get the new you, that's okay. There will be people who will. Yes. Soulmate. And at the bottom, blessings. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. A lot of you have a beautiful soulmate and a blessing coming in. Some of you, it could be reflected in you walking away from a King of Cups, someone that you did love. And then you have a King of Wands coming in and their stress. Don't operate from the same operating system when it comes to letting in something new. I didn't see a lot of cups here, to be honest with you. We did have the moon. But this feels like you're more getting grounded in your sense of self, letting these blessings come in. Some of you are calling in a new soulmate, a kindred spirit, Some of you have already met that person, and this beautiful blessing is coming in. Let's look at soulmate. I'm going to cover up her. You can see her little. We're going to just do that because I don't want to get, banned or anything. Love is the divine and universal energy of life. It is alive, intelligent, and in constant communion with all creation. When love calls you, go to her. Search for love no matter where the journey takes you. Remember, somewhere another soul is in search of you. Somewhere a heart longs for your companionship. Honor your soulmate by continuing your quest for great love until today's longing becomes tomorrow's joy. Until then, prepare by respecting and caring for yourself. Gather riches of kindness, knowledge, compassion, strength, and vulnerability. The quester's dream is deep and rejuvenating, and it is here you will meet until you find each other. If you are already with your soulmate, this is a reminder to treasure and be grateful for the love you share. Wow. Because it's a beautiful blessing, right? It's a beautiful blessing. Now we have blessings. Your recent acts of kindness, the Six of Pentacles, have not gone unnoticed. The universe thanks you for your gentle compassion and bestows eternal love and blessings upon you. You are dearly loved by her and by the divine will of the one whose light fills both heaven and earth. Gently close your eyes as you receive this great blessing. Feel creative strength move upwards through your feet to ground your heart and mind in acceptance and unity. Feel yourself being showered in light from above. Be aware of your presence standing here in conscious possibility, supported and inspired from above and below. Every kindness further awakens you to the universe residing in your heart. Every tenderness helps the world to glow a little brighter. Every act of benevolence is a blessing unto others and unto oneself. You are part of life's endless blessings, and ultimately, we are all one spirit. Wow, what a beautiful message. Oh, and we also have answered prayer. Some of you have an answered prayer that is currently going on in your life or will come in, all right, during this time. It is a great blessing. Some of you, it is for a deep, deep soulmate union. It could be a kindred spirit as far as romantic or platonic. It could be a deep, deep, deep soul friend, deep, deep, deep new lover. Enjoy it. Aries, you have done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of growth. I feel like do not catastrophize your current path, all right? Let the old die. Honor it, right? Sending you lots of love for the rest of the month of September, Aries. Take care. Namaste.